Welcome to the Trying to Be Better podcast with Joel and Steve.
Recording in progress.
I guess we're just going to do it. We're just going to.
You were tinkering with something, and then you just pressed record.
I just pressed record. Yeah, I hope everything's going to be just fine. It's just exactly
okay.
Perfect. It's the way it's going to be. Let's put it that way.
It is what it is, man.
God,
it is what it is.
I mean,
man.
You're not wrong, but
what does that mean? It is what it is.
It's
acceptance.
Yeah, I guess it's self-revelatory. It's self.
Man, it is.
It is.
Sometime what it is, you know.
That's what they say.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hi. It's been a minute again.
My name is Joel.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Trying to Be Better with Joel and Steve.
Yeah. The podcast.
The podcast. Spaceballs. The video game. Spaceballs. The lunchbox.
You know, I've never seen that entire movie.
Are you fucking...
I've never seen the whole thing.
Man, that's like...
I know.
That's good Mel Brooks.
I know Gimme Paw.
You need to watch it. I think it'll hold up. Josh Gad and Mel Brooks have collaborated to make a sequel.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So before I see the sequel, I'll have to see the OG.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Dark Helmet.
Keep firing, assholes. You need to watch that.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's
put it
right
on
up
my
your
list.
alley. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love me some Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't.
I don't
seen
either.
It. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you were doing, but
well,
I missed that.
I don't either. I don't either.
I'm not really sure either.
Really sure. Yeah, about.
Well,
I was probably at military school when it came out. That's probably what happened.
I was thinking that. I was like, you probably missed out on some cultural. I mean, you were in an insulated environment for a while, right?
A little bit, yes.
You could only really consume what leaked through the gates.
Pretty much. I mean, there was a movie theater in town, but I didn't really ever go to it. I don't think I ever went to it.
Did you guys get to like go off campus and
on
stuff?
Weekends.
Nice.
Saturday afternoons and Sunday afternoons. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think Wednesday nights for a couple hours we could walk.
Could you fraternize with other beings in the town?
Well, I mean, that was a little bit of a gray area, and part of the grayness was from the fact that the townies would try to beat the shit out of us.
Right.
So it was like you went uptown in packs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Strength in numbers.
Pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I literally saw a guy that I went to school with take off like on Sundays for our dress uniforms. We had these big brass belt buckles, like big, like they weighed half up, you know, I mean, and like he was helicoptering above his head, getting ready to wing a townie.
Oh God.
Like, oh, you want a piece of this?
Wow.
Yeah. So
interesting.
Mexico, Missouri.
Oh, Mexico, Missouri. Weird. Didn't you go back through there?
I did.
You were close to there for work.
I was
or
working
something?
in the neighborhood, so I drove by. I hadn't been there in years and years, and I thought I had like 3 hours to kill. I'm like, well, I'll just go drive by. I thought maybe I'd catch the evening mess formation or march into dinner. You know?
Yeah, right.
And I missed that by about 20 minutes, but
the school's still there.
Oh, most definitely. The two, nice. When I was there at the Missouri Military Academy, there were two other schools there. One was called Wentworth and the other was called Kemper, and both of those schools are defunct now. They're gone.
They didn't make it.
They did not make it. They were, at that time, pretty much just like a filing cabinet for wayward youth of wealthy families.
Right.
Like if you could cut a check, you could get in kind of thing. Whereas the one I went to had that element to it, but it was also much more academically oriented and actually had a JROTC program that was affiliated with, the DOD and
so it had some clout, so to speak.
Yeah. And also, like, if you got caught with drugs or booze or anything like that, you were immediately summarily dismissed. There was no talk. There was no, you were just gone.
Wow.
Like one faculty member was in your room throwing your shit in garbage can or garbage bags, and another faculty parent was on the phone to your parents saying, "Get him a ticket."
Oof.
So yeah, it was.
So you didn't do any drugs while you were there? That's wild.
I did not do any drugs while I was there.
Good for you, Steve. Right. Anyway, well, how are you? I feel like this is. We've talked, but we haven't done this in a minute.
But we really haven't.
We really haven't.
No.
We really haven't.
We've had stuff.
Have we even talked since I did New Orleans?
Yes.
Since I got back,
you and I have talked,
but we haven't recorded since before.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
You went to New Orleans and Los Angeles, so I've just been here,
holding it down,
keeping it real,
keeping the home fires burning.
Pretty much.
I really appreciate that.
Hey man, I do what I can.
Yeah, I was in a span of 2 weeks. I went from New Orleans back to Nebraska, and then like 2 days later went to Los Angeles for a week. Los
Angeles, the City of Angels.
City of Angels. Yeah. New Orleans I've never been to New Orleans before.
The verdict?
I mean, we were staying near the French Quarter, and the French Quarter is really cool. It's also kind of seedy and kind of amazing in that way.
Right.
Bourbon Street is kind of I don't know.
I believe you called it the skid mark of New Orleans.
I mean, I don't want to piss anybody off that's actually from New Orleans, but I think they might agree.
Right.
But there is something nostalgic. There's like something historic about it too. Mm-hmm. But Bourbon Street itself is, it's very like, there's like a hustler club and a penthouse club and bars that just have walls lined with like alcoholic slushy machines and techno music and people in cow suits stumbling around.
I would not enjoy that.
But that also is not all of New Orleans.
Sure, yeah.
And Bourbon Street isn't all of the French Quarter either.
Sure.
Right? Like,
what was the other street you mentioned with the music?
So, yeah, Frenchman Street.
Street.
That's where the party's at. Like, cool clubs, cool bars, good. Like, we just so amazingly enough, Kirsten and I are. We got tickets to see this show, this ticketed event at this bar, and it was like they were doing the music of Billie Holiday, but it was like 3 different female artists that were also doing their own original music, and then they brought on a full band to do some Billie Holiday stuff, which it was really gorgeous, really beautiful. But we were outside, like kind of wondering what we're gonna do next, and we saw this dude that I knew from the coffee house days, and Kirsten went to high school with his sister, and I was like, "Is that Nolan Treadway?" And he was like, "Yeah, Nolan Treadway is an artist. He was in residence in New Orleans, and that was his last night." So we ran into him. He's like,
wow.
We chatted, and he's like, that band. He's like, "Well, I gotta eat and then go do a thing." And he's like, "There's a band just playing like a block and a half away, and they play all the time over here, but they're just playing on the sidewalk right now. You should go check them out." So we went over there, and it was like, I don't know, just these raggedy kids just playing some like folky, jazzy sort of New Orleans stuff. And then like we were sitting there watching them enthralled and amazed. And like they were the kind of band that would have like could have headlined Jazz in June in Lincoln.
Oh, sure.
They're just playing,
yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're sitting there watching them, and they play a few tunes. Somebody walks up with a guitar, joins them, and then this other gal walks up and knows one of the people, so she's chatting with them. And then she like pulls out her saxophone and starts playing, and they throw it to her for a solo. And then the gal that sat down with the guitar, they let her lead. It was just like, I don't know I don't think they knew each other.
Just a jam.
Just a jam. You sit down, you start playing. Everybody knows they're, playing standards.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of, like you said, like the Bluegrass Jam. Like they just were sitting on the sidewalk doing that. And then a couple blocks away, there was like this whole like, essentially like five percussionists, a few saxophones, maybe a trumpet, just blaring, the standard sort of New Orleans marching band music, just playing on the corner in front of a chicken shack.
I also love a good chicken shack.
Dude, they had this place called Dat Dog. If you ever on Frenchman Street, go to Dat Dog.
Okay.
They have they actually had like a whole vegan dog section, hot dog section. They were
Mike, I'd
fantastic.
give a shit.
Well, they have actual meat ones too.
Okay,
Steve.
thank you.
They were fucking great. Like they had everything. Yeah, we went to we bought tickets to see a show at the Preservation Hall, which was like founded in late 50s, early 60s. One of the first and only places at the time that had white and black folks playing jazz music together.
Oh, sure.
And it's like, well preserved, Preservation Hall, and it was really great. Just no amplification, just all acoustic.
Oh, that's awesome.
There were seats in standing room only. And yeah, there was no amplification, minimal lighting, but it was tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking cool. But then we walked out of there and like, yeah, well, that wasn't that night. It was a different night. We were like walking around Frenchman Street again. We're like, it was our last night there. We happened upon this bar where this band's going to play. We look him up and he's like a 2 or 3 time Grammy nominated trumpet player. So we go watch him. The band from the corner the other night, he whistled them in to open for him.
Wow.
So we partied with them. We walked out, and then literally on the way back to our hotel, we walked by probably 4 or 5 clubs that had similar level of talent of crazy, wild New Orleans jazz stuff going on. And we were like, we could have picked any of these and had the same night.
Right.
It's just, and that was a fucking... No, that was a Friday night. Yeah, because I think we left on Saturday. No. Yeah, I think that was Friday night. It was either Thursday or Friday night. No, we left on Friday. So that was just a Thursday night. I mean, it was just, it's popping off.
Just Thursday night in New Orleans.
Yeah, but the night we got there, that band we saw on the sidewalk, that was a Sunday night. And it's just always going. It's cool. You would love it.
It sounds like I would love it.
We also did an airboat, swamp tour and saw some gators.
I saw you holding a baby gator.
I held
it was a cute little Dickens.
It was a cute little, He was cute. I'm glad he didn't have teeth yet because we did see like a 10, 11 foot gator that I would not want to mess with at all.
Right.
I was very conscious of, I do not want to accidentally fall in this water.
Because you'd be bitten in half.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. They're pretty well fed. The guy driving the boat was like, as long as they're fed, they don't mess with you. But if they start getting hungry, you're
very much
food.
On the menu.
Yeah, you're food. If they're hungry enough, you're food. But he was just, throwing chicken necks in their mouth, they were happy. They had a really great, beautiful park. We did a cemetery tour, one of the, those above ground cemeteries. Ate lots of food. We had beignets every day.
Beignets all day.
All day, every day. So good.
Beignet all day.
All day. It was good, man. I like New Orleans. I would go back. I would like to explore some. We did get out of the French Quarter a lot, though. We went to the Garden District. We went to a couple other neighborhoods. Got to see outside of, outside of the French Quarter. But it's a cool town, man. It's a weird town. We did a tour of this place called Mardi Gras World, which on its surface and its advertising, it looks kind of corny, but I'm glad we went because it was...
Was this the floats?
Yeah, it was just a warehouse, and it's one of the crews that makes props and floats for the Mardi Gras parade.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Dude, and it was this huge warehouse on the river, on the Mississippi River, and they had everything. I mean, the shit is so large. I was like, that was a few days in, and I was like, I don't know if I'd come back for Mardi Gras. That might be a lot. But then seeing that and they showed like a historical film, and they showed us how they make it. They had this big, like, essentially an insanely large CNC router that basically carved out the styrofoam that they would then, paper mache and paint and stuff, fiberglass too.
Right.
I'm like, dang, I kind of want to, as insane as it would be, I kind of would like to see this place on Mardi Gras.
Right.
Rode streetcars. There was no streetcar named Desire, which I was very disappointed about. It's kind of like when we went to Paris and there were no mimes. I was kind of bummed. But man, yeah, New Orleans is a cool town, dude. If you ever get the chance just to go down there, if you have the means, go down there. I wouldn't go down there in the dead of summer. It was already warm and it was fucking early March, you know.
Right.
But cool place, cool town, great people, amazing food. Everybody was really cool. Yeah, it was great.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend New Orleans. Yeah, really great.
Alrighty then.
And then Los Angeles I went to LA for the United States Institute of Theater Technicians annual conference festival.
So is that like a thing where you pay dues to it and you're a member of it, or is it a?
Yeah, I am a member, but then because we have a chapter at my university and students are involved, so I think I think it was a one-time fee, but then
Sure.
You know, the conference, I waited too long and I had to pay out the butt for the conference, but I got a backstage tour of the Hollywood Bowl.
That's so cool. Those pictures were amazing.
That was like a part of the thing. Like I paid a little extra for it, but it was worth every penny in my estimation. Like, and it was centered on, because I rode down, they bussed us all there from Long Beach, which was a long bus ride. And I thought, I'm going to sit in the front because I'll get less car sick or whatever. That was not the move. I should have sat in the back. I was woozy by the time we got there. But one of the people that was involved in the conference, I sat next to up front, and she is like a stage management. She's a stage manager by trade, but she's a stage management professor at University of Cincinnati. And she kind of organized it. So the whole tour was based on like front of house staff, stage management, running shows, you know, loading in, loading out, what they do differently for concerts versus stuff for the LA Phil. They're all technically employees of the LA Philharmonic, because they're the company that leases it and programs it. And
the bowl.
Right. And then Live Nation also uses it, you know, for concerts, but
like Live Nation uses everybody.
Yeah, they use everybody. They occupy everybody.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a front of house, back of house tour. We got to see everything.
So
everything
did the tour come with Quaaludes?
No, it didn't, unfortunately.
Pity.
It did come with, like, you know, when both buses got there, they did a little orientation of the place, and they did have donuts and coffee for everybody.
Oh, that's nice.
It was very nice. Yeah. I felt like a big deal.
Sure.
Yeah. But that was cool. I mean, to stand on the stage at the bowl, like,
right.
I've seen shows there.
Kind of a famous stage.
Yeah. When I was standing on the stage when you sent me that photo of the Wall of Sound at Hollywood Bowl, and I showed it to that stage management professor, and she was like, "Holy shit, what is that?" I was like, "That's this place with the Grateful Dead." She's like, "That's insane."
Totally.
Yeah. And then being on there, I'm like, holy crap. Like, the fact that they toured with that shit and did anything with it, but put it up wherever they wanted. You know, the Hollywood, and this was cool. And I know you're a venue guy, like you dig interesting venues. Yeah, and one of the things about that place, a couple of things. One of the things is the Bowl is a place where they can kind of get away with just being they don't really modify much for people.
Sure.
Right.
Like we're the Hollywood Bowl. You're gonna do the things the way we're gonna do it the Hollywood Bowl way.
Right. We are who we are. If you want to play here, do your thing here, you're gonna have to kind of follow our rules. Like,
yeah,
they have basically have a lookbook for lighting positions. They're like, this is what you can do, and this is what we can do here. You know, like,
sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, this is it. Like, you're not. I mean, some venues are gonna want to please and make sure they can accommodate.
Yeah,
but the Bowl's like,
nah.
We don't really do that. You can't really do that to this stage. You can't really move this shit. You can't use this turntable. You can't really do, you know what I mean? But they're the Bowl. Like, if you're playing the Bowl because it's the Bowl, not because you're going to do something else with it. And that goes because they did that big Jesus Christ Superstar thing there last year, and that was a whole big operation. But they load that in for tech rehearsals, and they have to load it out because Tuesday and Thursday mornings, the LA Phil comes and rehearses.
Oh.
So you can't just like move your shit in and leave it there. They're like, yep, but this is the deal. You move all your set in. You can tech for these days, but you got to get it all out of here because the LA Philharmonic rehearses on Tuesday mornings. You know what I mean? It's like
they couldn't find a soundstage someplace.
Nope. It's their place, dude. They get what they get.
I love it.
And the cool thing is too, it's like technically owned by the city. It's a park, and then LA Phil leases it out or whatever, manages it. But if there's not a show going on, you can just wander in there.
Yeah.
Like we were giving a tour, but people were just wandering in.
Kind of like Pinewood Bowl.
Totally. Although I don't even think you can wander into Pinewood Bowl.
Oh, I think you're right. When
they have that gated off.
Yeah,
like I thought about that.
You
can't
do that anymore.
Yeah, like it's more LA or Hollywood Bowl is more accessible than Pinewood Bowl on a dark day. Like
there's a yin and a yang thing happening. They're like strict. They're strict, but not.
Yeah. Well, the front of house staff, we got to talk to the gal that house managed for a lot of years. And they were like, what's the craziest thing that's happened? Because at the Hollywood Bowl, like you can bring in your own alcohol, you can bring in your own food, and you know, doors are
that's so cool.
2 hours, 3 hours before curtains.
And you got those little box seat situations.
Yeah, most of the front half of the whole space is boxes, the rest is benches. But you bring in your own wine, you can bring in your own food. They have concessions.
Charcuterie board.
Yeah, you can bring in whatever. And they're like, she was like, yeah, I learned pretty quickly that when you see somebody walking to their seats with 4 bottles of wine, you're not really sure if that's for their group or for that one individual. And he said, she's like, many times people would just, overdo it. But yeah.
Well, it's funny you mentioned have we even talked since I went to New York with Francesca?
I don't even know.
So one of my bucket list venue things, hold on. I gotta turn.
Oh yeah. You went to Radio City Music Hall.
Radio City Music Hall. I had never been, I've been by it,
right?
But I'd never been in it. And Gregory Alan Isakov was playing with the Colorado Symphony Orchestra at Radio City Music Hall the night before the thing that we actually went out there for. And so they had got some tickets that were decent and like face value, not resale. And what a room. Yeah, I was just, we went in as early as we could, partly because it was so freaking cold there when we were there. Like for the 3 days that we were there, it was a bomb cyclone.
Oh,
the high temperature was 10 degrees. Ugh. And at night it was like no degrees. Ugh. And it was, and just windy, and it was just horrible. But like that's going to stop anything. And, so anyway, we went in and we got to sit in an essentially what my levels essentially empty Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, that's and so cool.
And it was just to sit there and think of like everything that had gone down in there over all those years. And and Radio City had some lean times, like it almost closed.
Really?
Yeah. And it seems to be doing okay now, but like thinking about the Dead playing there, like you see the album covers or whatever, the skeletons leaning on the Radio City marquee and all that. And like, yeah, that's cool. But to think like, oh my God, like they played like 12 shows there. And in that storied conservative theater, to have the savages that comprise the Grateful Dead's road crew, just rampaging through and on.
You think of like the difference between the Rockettes Christmas show and Grateful Dead night 3 of a run there. Or something.
But I think the only thing that actually like the two like bad things that actually happened was they were recording the albums that became Reckoning and Dead Set, and they had the Nev console.
Oh yeah,
big and they were going to use that thing, and they were going to use it in Radio City's control room.
Where the fuck would they put that?
Well, the only problem was the stairway and the hallway, like up to the control room, was kind of small, and the only way to get the Nev console in there was to use a sledgehammer, which they did
to the walls in Radio City.
Correct, yeah. So that caused a little kerfuffle. And,
holy shit!
Yeah, that did not go over well, and they had to take a chunk out of the corner of to fit in like a fitting something around a tight corner, right? And so they just made the cord a little less tight. It was clearly the thing that needed to happen. You understand?
That's amazing.
Right.
Well, I would imagine. I mean, I've seen backstage at some of the Broadway houses in New York, and there's no all room. All the real estate is for the stage and the audience. Yeah. Everything else is a closet. Like the stage management consoles, the everything. It's like the stairwells down to the dressing rooms to the green room. It's like butts to nuts. So trying to maneuver a huge, what's it, like a 6 foot, 8 foot console?
Yeah. I mean, at the time, 48 tracks,
Jesus.
But so there's that, and I got to marvel at that a little bit. And that, but the other thing that was, I mean, it's just a beautiful space, and I don't think they've changed the aesthetic of it ever.
Yeah, they kind of keep it. It's kind of like the bowl. They keep the main thing.
But kind of the orange concentric half circles radiating out from the stage and all that, like that's iconic.
Yeah.
And but the thing that's changed, or that was kind of new, is they put a new sound system in there, a new PA, and it's pattern modeled after the one at the Sphere.
Oh.
It's not as big. It only has like 7,000 speakers.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. Yeah. So kind of a bummer, but it really did. I mean, it's kind of advertised as the effect of wearing headphones without wearing headphones. Like that's how kind of precise it is and all encompassing.
Did it deliver?
Yes.
Did it deliver that for you?
It absolutely did. And seeing Gregory Alan Isakov, who I'd seen before, just him and another guy, and but with a symphony behind him, whole other thing.
Dude.
Because his music's very ethereal and ambient, and
I was gonna say that's a good artist to hear that nuanced PA, right?
Yes.
Like if you're gonna experience something like the precision of it, if it's gonna be, that's a good artist, especially with a symphony. That's like
it was really perfect, and my daughter was blown away, which is great because she was really all she was seeing. The only thing that she was focused on was the next night. To go see Hadestown with Jack Wolf. That was like blinders.
So we talked, and I may have mused. I was like, I hope he goes on. He didn't have an understudy, right?
Nope. Well, I don't know if he did or not, but it was. I mean, he performed.
Well, he had an understudy, but it was him performing.
Correct.
He didn't.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Good.
Oh yeah, and he even like one of his stage entrances came through the audience, and he walked basically next to Francesca going down. So it was
teenage years made right there.
100%. Yes. It was very, and the play's great. The play's great. Jack Wolf is great. And
that's such a cool show to see too. Like you could go see what Mamma Mia and shit or whatever.
We did see Mamma Mia.
Oh, sorry.
Which was great, but different.
Yeah. Cats you could see, but Hadestown, that's a cool, I mean, it was retelling of a myth and stuff.
Well, it's an old story.
Sure is.
It's a sad tale, and we're gonna sing it again. And I really, because I'd listened to the soundtrack a couple times. I didn't see it when it was in Lincoln, but I really like it. It dug in pretty deep seeing it live and the staging and everything, and it was very intense and very sad and very beautiful and very fulfilling emotionally, I guess. It was really
tragic.
100%. And they tell you, like, the first line of the thing is like, this is a sad, sad tale. This is not a happy story.
No.
But we're going to tell it again.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. And the thing is, so I'm almost done with my third rewatch of The Wire.
Jesus.
Yeah. And over the last, 25 years, watch it like once a decade, basically.
Yeah.
And that's a sad tale. And the cycle just repeats. Like I actually thought of The Wire because I was watching it when we went to New York, and I was like, oh, right. These are universal things.
Yeah.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not everybody, but it happens enough.
It's happening, and it keeps happening.
With these timeless tales that ain't ever going to change.
Yep.
And that's the way The Wire kind of wraps up, is like it basically ends where it started.
Yeah.
Just new faces, but like the game stay the game.
Yep. Yes, it does.
That's it, Yeah. And systems of power keep themselves in power.
Sure do.
Mm-hmm. So, if you haven't watched The Wire in a while, highly recommend.
I haven't watched it since it aired. So, no, I didn't watch it when it aired. I watched it later. I borrowed DVDs.
I'll tell you, and maybe we've talked about this before, but there isn't, what I've noticed this time is that there isn't one superfluous cut of celluloid in that show for 5 seasons.
Well, that's part
everything, every single thing. If it's on screen, it matters somewhere. And I noticed things this time like, oh my God, just like, no,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I totally missed the first 2 times.
Well, and that's the beauty of that show, is that it was always meant to be that. And I'm sure HBO wanted them to like, hey, can you make a few, this is a big deal, can you make a few? And they're like, no, it's 5 seasons, that's it. It's going to be that.
And I will also say that the 2nd and 5th seasons aren't as bad as kind of the reputation. They're just different. The 5th season does get a little, like, they're kind of pushing a couple envelopes with plausibility.
Sure. I don't remember having that reaction to the 5th season. I remember having that reaction to the 2nd season.
Second season's great. It's like
what the fuck are we doing?
Well, it's just because it's dock workers.
Yeah, right.
But there are things in that 2nd season that are absolutely critical to seasons 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. Like, it really sets a lot of things up. And people show up in season 5 from season 2.
Right, but at the time I was like,
what the hell is this?
It was such a sophomore slump in my mind. I was like, what the fuck is this?
And it's really easy if you're, all about the first season to be like, well, wait a minute, this is not.
Yeah,
this isn't the thing that I want.
I want more gangbanging and drug dealing and
not
wiretapping,
dock workers and unions and But it all coming through it for the 3rd time. It's like, oh,
yeah,
that's why they are focusing on this.
Yeah,
it's just amazing. It's amazing.
I'm not watching anything relevant.
Right? No, I understand that.
I'm confusing. I'm consuming.
Consuming. Yeah.
Consuming. Remember that?
Yeah, that was such an innocent time. God, that was such an innocent time.
He fucking said yesterday, Trump, he said, I like to surround myself with idiots. He basically said out loud, like, I like to surround myself with losers so that I feel better. I mean, he literally is like, I mean, yeah, we know that, but he's just saying it. And he went on a 5-minute tirade about how he struck a deal with Sharpie and all this stuff. And Sharpie, the company Sharpie, was like, that never happened. They just basically was like, yeah.
Kind of like negotiation with Iran.
Yeah, exactly. I'm consuming shit that is complete escapism, with the exception of Dune. But Dune is relevant.
Okay.
I'm reading the books now. I'm on the 3rd book, Children of Dune. It's really good. But I've also reignited an old fandom nerdery obsession with Star Trek and the Star Trek universe.
Star Wars just wasn't cutting it for you anymore? You ran out of Star Wars?
I ran out of Star Wars, although there's more Star Wars coming, which I will. But because I was talking to my mom, and she's like, you should watch one of the newer shows called Strange New Worlds. She's like, you'll like it. So I watched all that, and then I'm like, I'm going to go back and watch Voyager. So now I'm firmly embedded in Star Trek universe because, I don't know. I think that it's such a hopeful idealism of the Federation of Planets being utopic and good.
So pure fiction.
Pure fiction.
I love it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That humanity has somehow progressed to a point where inclusive and non-invasive fantasy, total bullshit.
Pure fantasy.
Pure bullshit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Goddamn hippies.
I know. But Dune is definitely apocalyptic and dismal.
Oh, good.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Great.
That's the true story of humanity.
Right.
Like I'm watching the aspirational shit in Star Trek, and then also just reading. Dune is not the hero's journey. The first couple movies.
Also, another thing I've never delved into.
I would say you never saw the David Lynch one?
No.
With Kyle MacLachlan as Paul Atreides.
I have watched and read Zero Dune.
I might recommend the more recent Dune movies to you. They're really
wasn't Sting in a Dune movie?
Sting was in the 80s Dune. Yeah, he was. What's that character's name? He was essentially the anti Paul Atreides. He was the young buck that was gonna outdo him in a duel, and he lost. But yeah. That one's good. It kind of holds up, but I would say skip that.
Okay.
There's Dune purists that will say don't, but the more recent Dune movie, because there's there's a third one coming out in December that I'm stoked on, but the one with Timothy Chalamet.
Well, that guy, he's kind of a hot commodity right now.
He got into a lot of hot water because he talks shit about opera and ballet. Like in some interview, he's like, I don't want to do stuff that's just going to die like opera and ballet. And then it's like,
there's a few people that went, excuse me?
Don't fuck with
opera and ballet.
No, don't. Because they came after him on social media. It was pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he survive?
I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think he's a movie star. He'll be just fine.
Sure.
Well, yeah, watch Dune.
I went and saw the Bob Dylan again.
Oh my God, how was that?
It was great. Bob futzed with his microphone stand most of the night.
Yep.
But I went with my friend Scott Severin. Some people listening to this may know Scott, and he invited me along because he's been friend with Tony Garnier, who's played bass with Bob Dylan for 36 years. And
That's
Scott's
so cool.
known Tony forever. And so when Tony's in town, they try to get together. It didn't happen this time, but Tony did comp us a couple tickets.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great. And pretty decent seats, too. And I was kind of bummed to not meet him because I think he's, kind of a cool guy. And seems like it anyway,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And, but yeah, Bob basically played, it was 2/3 the same set he played a year ago in April with some other songs thrown in. The highlights were all on the Watchtower was good.
Yeah.
A very sparsely arranged Don't Think Twice, It's All Right.
Mm.
And an arrangement of When I Paint My Masterpiece that was kind of like Calypso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then mostly songs from the Rough and Rowdy Ways album, which are fine.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, a couple of them I was like, he played this last time. It's going to go on for 8 minutes, Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, he's also almost 85 years old.
Which
is
fucking amazing.
It's not, it's just, my friend Barry made a comment, like it's about, because he took his 19-year-old kid to see him. 19-year-old son wanted to go see Bob Dylan. Mm-hmm. And his son got it, which is cool, which is like, it's not like if you're there to hear, vocal stylings, go see Celine Dion, go see Michael Bolton, go see, it's like whatever. That's not, but Bob is not there to entertain you. He's not there to ensure that you have a good time. He doesn't give a shit. Yeah. He's just walking out on stage to play some songs, mm-hmm. But Barry hit it on the nose, which is that it's just about presence.
Yeah.
Both, Bob, he walked out on stage wearing a fucking hoodie with the hood over his head, but it was like brightly colored, like a solid, like kind of chartreuse. It was just like no fucks given. You know what I'm saying? No
fucks given.
And the first song, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, was almost entirely unintelligible because he was crapping with his microphone, which he proceeded to, kind of like Bob Weir on that knob the first night we saw Further, like all night long.
The knob.
Just
the one knob.
Futzing with the knob, Like, dude, just leave it and play. We can't tell. You're not changing anything.
But I can control this knob.
Yeah. Whatever it was. But it's kind of the same deal with the mic stand.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he did, I don't even remember the song at the end of the night. He finally cracked out the harmonica, and it sounded like Bob Dylan playing the harmonica, and it was great, and everybody went nuts. And
yeah, dude.
He played for not quite 90 minutes, and it was great. Perfect.
I love that, though. Like, the show is the presence of the music and him being there, and I'm doing this. It's kind of like you're in my living room. Mm-hmm. And I've got some friends, some musicians, and we're going to run through some stuff. One of whom, the drummer for the last couple of years, has been Anton Fig, who was Paul Schaefer's drummer in the World's Most Dangerous Band and the CBS Orchestra. Mm-hmm. So he's landed okay. Yeah, he's doing fine. Mm-hmm. How was the band? Were they good?
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No electric instruments on stage.
Oh, okay.
An electric bass. Tony did play an electric bass for a couple songs, but the guitars were both acoustic all night.
Wow.
Yeah. Which kind of suits the material, and
right. Yeah, he still occupies a space in Americana music that, you know what I mean, like
that nobody else has ever occupied or will.
Nope.
The only person that comes close is Jeff Tweedy. Because I also saw
Which
him since we talked last. I was thinking, like, when I was sitting with Dylan, I'm like, because, dude, Jeff Tweedy, I had no idea. This is how, I had no idea that Jeff Tweedy had a whole other band besides Wilco.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he just released, I think it's a triple album.
Yeah.
And 2 of his sons are in the band. And the other people in the band, like, they all have lived in the same neighborhood in Chicago forever. Like, they've all known each other forever since they were kids, you know.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Mm-hmm.
He was so good. Because, you know, we had tried to see him, 5 years ago in Kansas City. That didn't work out because of the storm. No.
That did not work out.
And then I saw him with Phil Lesh a few years ago with Philco. But, like, he was, you know, 100. It wasn't really seeing Jeff Tweedy, you know.
No,
he was cool. He sang a few songs. It was fine.
Right. Yeah.
And it was great. But
so have you ever seen Wilco?
No,
Wilco?
I haven't. No.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, and I was standing 5 feet from the guy at the waiting room, packed house, but we got right up front. And God, he was so good. He was so funny and just kind of acerbic and very Dylan-esque in his humor. Kind of like at one point he's kind of standing there. He goes, "I'm a terrible front man." He goes, "I'm so sorry I'm not like David Lee Roth." And somebody from the crowd yelled out, like, "Assless chaps." and he was like, "Oh, assless chaps." And he kind of turned around, like, looking at his butt, like, "What do you think, guys?" You know?
Should I do it?
Yeah. But and at one point, some rando yelled out a Wilco song, like, for a request.
Oh.
And
how did that go?
Well, it went like this. Jeff just kind of stopped and he looked up in the general direction of where the voice came from. He said, "I just want you to know that in the last 40 shows, I've had requests for that band's songs twice." He said, "You can do what you want with that information."
You guys are now on the shit list.
Yeah, pretty
Omaha.
much. Yeah. No, he was glad with Omaha, but that one guy, he was like, "You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot." And then they counted off the next song. It was great. Like, seriously, dude.
Do you see the word Wilco on the marquee?
Yeah, no.
No.
And I don't know if there's a beef with Wilco. I don't know if he's like, or if it was just he's trying to draw a hard line, you know?
I think I would imagine that he's so fucking prolific that when he makes music with Jeff Tweedy, the Jeff Tweedy outfit, he wants it to be that. He doesn't, you know, he gets to, it's sort of like, you know, when we saw Trey Anastasio, like he gets to, and they play Fish songs, but like he gets
plays
to
Tab songs too.
That's true.
Yeah.
But with Tab, like Trey gets to occupy a smaller,
his space.
Different. Yeah.
It was just like the Jerry Garcia band.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that Tweedy would be similar.
Yeah.
Wilco is a powerhouse though.
Yeah.
You ever get to see them go?
I've tried to.
I know that's true. Yeah, we tried that.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. That's fucking cool. You got to see him.
Dude was so like when Dylan shuffles off, I think Jeff Tweedy will kind of
occupy that
space a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I mean, that's an actual fair,
because he writes so many songs and he's such an interesting songwriter. You know.
Mm-hmm. And he's almost like plagued and compelled by it. Like you just see more music from him and it's like, Jesus, dude.
Yep. I think is also Dylan-esque as well. It's like he just, like, if he doesn't write, his head will probably explode.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Need to give a couple shout outs, local stuff. The Bluegrass Jam is back on and now it's at the Zoo Bar every third Monday at like 7. And that was great. We had the first one a couple weeks ago, and it was great.
Because that's been on a hiatus for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been hard to find a place where it like worked. Because it's not a show.
Right.
You know? I mean, ideally it would be in somebody's garage, right? Or something like that. But that doesn't really work either because there's no bar. You know?
Yeah.
But the zoo was great. We just hunkered around the piano and like right in front of the bar, and it was just a blast. And so this huge shout out to Mike Semrad for spearheading that deal, and a huge shout out to the Zoo Bar for having it, because it really worked out well, and I hope that it can continue. And then also shout out to Mike Semrad for his Noisel project.
Yeah, tell me more. He sent us this thing.
A thing, yeah. Well, so here's the deal. Noisel, in conception, as I understand it, is a streaming music service for Nebraska people, musicians, where they actually get to keep most of the money.
Amazing.
Yeah. Like Mike's going to take a 10% cut for administrative fees and just run on the site and everything.
Right.
But I think the details are kind of still in their infancy, but the goal is for the musicians to get most of the membership fees.
That's great.
Yeah, it is great. It's a really cool idea. And
so it's Noizel. Okay.
Noisel.
Cool. Noisel.
Yeah. And so he asked me to write a review for the Midland Band's new album, Rodeo Dude.
Which I read.
Oh, good.
Good job.
Thank you.
I read it. Yeah.
I put some effort into that. I listened to the record once just to listen to it, and I listened to it again and took notes and spent some time writing and rewriting, and that was my first time doing that. I think it turned out okay. And the album's, great, and Midland Band's great, and it's, it sounds like the Midland Band. They're just a trip. And
that's so he's hoping is it a site is it just a site right now, or is there an app?
I think right now it's just a site.
Okay.
Yep. And so hopefully there's an app forthcoming. Like I said, it's kind of in its infancy.
Right.
But I think it's a neat project, and I think that it has legs and is, ultimately going to be worthwhile. I think Mike's heart and head are in the right space about it.
We should put this on there.
Yeah, I'm down.
We should put our podcast on.
You hear that, Mikey? We're coming. Get ready for that. Get ready for that Lambo money, dude.
Yeah, we're all going to be riding around the streets of Lincoln and Corvettes and Lambos,
Escalades,
and fucking G-Wagons. With money flying out of the windows.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think it's cool, and so huge shout out to Mike for that.
Well, he's kind of. Speaking of, his head would get too big, so hopefully he doesn't listen to this. But you're talking about people like on a large scale, like Bob Dylan, that have forever changed the American music culture and culture in general. And then you have a contemporary example in Jeff Tweedy, and locally, I think it's Mike fucking Semrad in a way.
In terms of his entrepreneurial and musical spirit,
yeah.
Like I think Mike's he's an asset to the community, because there's a lot of cool stuff that happens around here that's directly related to Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, for sure. He's a driving force.
Yeah, it's great.
And I think I can say this with love, but he's kind of one of those people that if he's not making shit like that, he'll go crazy and drive his family nuts. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I know Carrie well enough to know that, like, she's like,
get him out of the house.
Get him out of the fucking house. He's gonna drive me bananas.
Yeah. I love his Saturday Funny Farm videos.
God damn it,
they're
he's
so
such
good.
A fucking goofball.
And that's just the thing. I see those and I'm like, oh my god.
That's who, but that's like him doing those weird, like, face filter videos and all those characters.
They're perfect.
They are, but like, that's the Mike that I met in college. Like that guy and this other dude, James Dunn, fucking goofing around for hours, just entertaining themselves.
Yeah.
And being
that's amazing.
And so when I see that, I'm like, Mike's still Mike.
Yeah. You know, that's awesome. Let Mike be Mike.
Yeah. Let Mike be Mike.
Word.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad we got back on the horn, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a month before we get back on it, but
I kind of hope not. But
his people came and put a sign in my yard. We need to get Eric Moyer on this and actually have a political conversation. If he would lower himself to this level.
Maybe we're not on his brand.
I mean,
he's kind of in the spotlight now.
He is. I mean, I don't know. We don't want to. It's not a gotcha thing.
No. Shout out to, like, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's certainly better than the other guy that's gonna run against him, who's just a plant.
Boner.
He's a plant.
He's a boner.
Yeah. He's legit, man. I'll say that publicly, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have sat down and chatted with the guy. Like, his head and heart are in the right place.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. And it's a grassroots campaign, and
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll reach out to Eric. I got kicked off of Facebook, so you might have to do that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But you're back.
I am back. But here's the thing:
what happened? Do you want to share?
Oh, sure. I was posting pretty inflammatory things about Trump raping kids.
Oh,
yeah.
So the truth,
exactly. Yeah, and I just went to go, check my feed one morning and was like, oh nope, we've suspended your account. You can appeal it by pressing this button. So I appealed it, and like 30 seconds later, it came back and said, nope, you're done. All of them simultaneously. Facebook, Instagram, Threads, done.
Wow.
Yeah, not jail, not, Yeah. But I had proactively, about a month before, downloaded my entire Facebook profile. So I had 16 years worth of pictures and videos and whatever.
Good.
Yeah. So I didn't lose that stuff. Mm-hmm. But so I took a couple weeks break, like whatever, but so I set up another account just to keep track of like music events. And like the podcast lost its account because underneath mine.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I might set that back up. That's frustrating. But Blue Sky is where I will be doing my political shit posting. And the Facebook account will just be for music and art and
yeah, I mean,
and events.
That's like the one useful thing for that platform anymore is events, shows and
that's I mean, and it is handy for that. Like I was like, I will have to manually check every venue's calendar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ugh. So exactly. So yeah. So that's if for those of you that listen, if you get a friend request. Oh, that's the other thing is that they have, since I will not upload my contacts from my phone to Facebook, which I've never done. I won't do that.
Yeah.
They only allow me like 2 friend requests a day.
Oh, they throttle that?
They throttle it now.
Oh my God.
And also you can't search, like if you go like put somebody's name in the search bar and it shows all, if you try to select people, it says, oh, you don't let us look at your contacts, so we're not going to let you look at ours.
Oh, fuckers.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's really just
weird.
Like, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, whatever. Here's my picture of Jerry Garcia. Have a nice day. Give a shit.
Well, I'm glad you survived the wastelands of no meta.
I'm
2 weeks.
I might get back on Instagram, but I don't think so, man. That's such it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. It is kind of pointless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're an ad agency, so that's the bulk of the shit you get really anymore. Right. I mean, at least Facebook has 2 things going for it. One is events and people posting shit like that, and so you can find out what's going on, and also Facebook Marketplace where you can sell and buy, that's kind of useful. But Instagram,
it's just an endless, like I saw something and I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was something to the effect of like you're just scrolling your life away, just watching videos, just like
guilty as charged.
Exactly. Like me too. And like, oh, there's another video that hits all those endorphin centers.
And there's a reason why they structured their app to feel like a slot machine.
Oh, sure. Just
they know that maybe something will hit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always nothing. I've never scrolled and then hit the perfect video that's so great that makes me think, I won today.
Okay, so you say that. But have you seen the videos that Iran is making, the propaganda videos?
Yes.
With the Legos?
Those are so
They're amazing. Yeah.
They're amazing.
They're just kicking him right in the jimmy. Like, dude, you're a loser. You suck, you pedophile piece of shit.
Dude. Yeah. It's actually it's a little terrifying and amazing 100%. And hilarious at the same time.
Oh yeah. Well, they really hit it right on the head. It's like they made these really funny videos saying, we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
Because you're an idiot. And look at what you've started, you idiot.
Yep.
Now, whether or not they're able to pull that off, who knows? But
I mean,
here's the thing about that is it's the thing of like, well, we're just going to go in and kidnap their president and everything's going to be great. And Iran's like, We're not Venezuela.
Right.
We've hated you and have been planning for this for a long time.
Yeah.
Since you overthrew our elected guy.
Yep.
50 years ago or whatever.
Yep.
And they're not going to let us just walk away from this.
I don't think so.
Nope. We have kicked the basket of snakes over, and they're pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And even if we do, quote, win or whatever,
there's no winning.
There is no winning, and they are going to come at us asymmetrically for a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In ways that we can't even fathom. I mean, they already hacked Stryker, MedTech.
Right. I
mean, like that's like, get ready for more of that.
The Trump administration is going to have to release all the Epstein files to distract from the war in Iran at this point.
Oh, I love that.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after Trump dies, which is imminent,
yeah,
then we'll have to deal with J.D. Vance for a little while, and then maybe we'll have an election. I don't know.
Here's hoping.
Right. I need to go to Walmart and get my American flag with the eagle and the talons shirt to wear to the polling place.
Yeah, you gotta dress the part if you.
That's
want
what
to vote.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get a red hat and.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do I need a red hat? I feel like the eagle and the flag T-shirt. maybe clutching a Mountain Dew or something. I don't know. Would that cover it?
It might. Yeah, you might. Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, we might have to do that though.
I don't know, man.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a beautiful day out.
It's a beautiful day out.
It's a beautiful day for a World War III.
That's exactly right. Why not?
That's the other thing about World War III is that we're kind of in it, but there was no official announcement. I always thought that with World War III there would be some official announcement. There's not. It just happens.
I think all of that was assigned like retroactively, like with World War II. There wasn't like, well, we're in World War II now.
I know. I just, I thought maybe there would be some declaration, but there's not even that.
No. Well, there have been plenty of declarations.
Not that there's a World War III, though,
Yeah. I don't know. The marketing on that's tricky.
How is it going to play?
How's it going to play?
Yeah.
World War III. Well, now that the Houthis are involved.
Oh my God. I don't even know enough to fucking talk, but it's a shit show.
The point is that it's escalating and expanding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
Right.
What did you think was going to happen?
Well, we were just going to go in and win. And then
he's already bored with it. That's the thing. Like he's already over it.
Yeah.
He's already bored with it.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, because now it's actually causing problems. He thought it was going to be like Venezuela, where they just went in and grabbed the guy, and
Yeah.
And I mean, when you have such steadfast, educated, and experienced leadership as Pete Hegseth,
yes. I
mean, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? The guy has fucking 4 different Christian Crusade tattoos on his body.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
Exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was going to happen. Like, oh, cool. They negotiate by bombing.
Right. And most of the base isn't thrilled with it either.
No,
they're not.
Yeah, well,
there was like some stump was out there at the CPAC and was like, how do you guys feel about impeachment proceedings? And like half the room started cheering. And he's like, no, wrong answer. He actually said that. It was like, you've lost, dude. You guys are a fucking sham.
The thing is, though, they haven't lost.
They haven't. No,
because they still have the courts.
Yeah, they still have the courts. They still have the button.
Mm-hmm. So they haven't lost. They
still have the Department of War.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the ghost of Charlie Kirk.
I almost spit out my Waterloo.
Oh God.
Oh God.
It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, did we do it?
Sure.
Do we?
Yeah, I think we fixed everything.
We fixed everything. Well, it's good to be back.
Yeah.
Well,
have a nice
big
summer.
gulps, huh?
Yeah, big
Have
gulps.
a good summer. Yeah. Maybe we'll see you next week.
Maybe. I don't know.
Follow the Instagram account that I run.
Yeah. The Joel runs.
Friend Steve on his new Facebook.
Yeah, do.
Check out Noisel.
Noisel. Yep, noisel.com. Noizl.com. Yipper. All right. Talk to you later.
Keep it crispy.
Call your name and I said when. Turn away. Into where the river's been, or where the river starts. Never give your love, my friend, unto a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart. Learn to be from ledges high and wild. Learn to speak with wisdom like a child, just to the heart. Never give your love, my friend, unto a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart. Shut up, friend. Shut up, brother, up, friend. Never look around the bend or check the weather chart. From the Mona Lisa, the spray can call it off. Never give your love, my friend, unto a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart. Foolish heart would call on you to bring your fears away. Turn around and leave you for the way you went astray. Foolish heart would cause you sleep or make you curse. Selfish heart is trouble, but a foolish heart is worse. Like the hand that makes your brain. And angels fear to tread till you are torn apart. Like the loads of paradise from those from hell to start. Let me give you your love, my friend. Unto a foolish heart. 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 the hand that makes your bread. Put you where the angels fear to tread, you are torn apart. Like the gold of paradise, what goes from hell to start. Never give your love, my friend, unto a foolish heart. Unto a foolish heart.
forget, toot your hooter.